what inflammatory signals are being sent across the lining of the gut when we don't have a diverse microbiome, and how does it lead to illness?
Well, again, Hippocrates probably didn't know how it happened, but he certainly had a sense. Our gut wall is the same surface area as a tennis court inside of us. And the cells are held together with what are called tight junctions. I'm old enough to remember a game called Red Rover, where two lines of kids locked arms and we tried to run across. It's now illegal in schools because it's much too dangerous, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, I have school teachers that say that kids can't play it anymore. Anyhow,
Okay.
so again, 80% of our immune system sits on the wall of the gut, waiting. And sadly, almost every one of us has leaky gut, has spaces, gaps. Leaky gut is not pseudoscience, so we can measure it with blood tests, and we can watch it happen. We can watch it repair, and that's much what I do in my clinics. If someone has an autoimmune disease, they have leaky gut, guaranteed. Someone has coronary artery disease, they have leaky gut. If somebody has Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, they have leaky gut. So our immune system sees these foreign particles, and a lot of them are bacterial particles like lipopolysaccharides, gram-negative cell walls. And there are other plant particles, which I write about, called lectins. And our immune system says, oh my gosh, we're being invaded. We need to go to threat level 5 or whatever the worst threat level is. We need to send out messages to the rest of the body that we're under attack and that, we need help, and send more troops, and that the troops arrive, and that produces the inflammation. So people talk about, I need to eat not anti-inflammatory foods. Well, actually, that's not the point. The inflammation is coming in the first place, like Hippocrates said in the first place, it's coming from leaky gut. And you fix leaky gut and the inflammation subsides. And part of that study was, in fact, getting the microbiome back to a good, since the Super Bowl recently finished, if you have a great offensive line, the quarterback doesn't get sacked. And if we're the quarterback, our gut microbiome is the offensive line. And our offensive line has been decimated, and they're pulling fans out of the stadium stands to be the offensive front line. Not working.
So you mentioned that it's not always about just like getting and throwing antioxidants at the problem. But people talk about antioxidants, they talk about polyphenols and how they can nurture the gut microbiome. And so what is your opinion on how we can get the right mixture of polyphenols and antioxidants to most optimally support our gut health?
Well, so one of the, I think, revelations of the last few years that I've written about, and others, is that polyphenols, which are these plant compounds that plants use to protect their mitochondria from, believe it or not, sun damage and harsh conditions, our gut microbiome actually eats these polyphenols, thinks that they're absolutely delicious.